YouTubians, and today I'm back at it again with a video that I've never done before, so I'm really not back at it again. But I have these letters right here. I don't know if they're letters. I think it was a journal. I found them in my drawer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read these letters. I wrote these, I don't know how long ago, a really long time ago. I was probably like 11 or 12. I know that I was definitely living back at my old house. So I have day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. So I guess I'll just go through them. Day 1, 2, 3, 4. So most of you guys probably know my younger sister Hannah. She's 13, I think. Okay. Hannah. She is so freaking annoying. She took 10 minutes to pick up a piece of dog crap with a shovel. She said, I can see a poop as far I can see a poop as far as the eye can see. My first thought was, so there is really a big turd that is stretching across some invisible field? So when you say like, I see a field of poppies as far as the eye can see, that means the poppies are stretching all the way across the field. They're all the way across the field as far as you can see. So I thought that she meant there was a big poop just stretching across the whole thing. Yeah, I actually remember this. This is why I'm telling you guys this, because I remember writing this, and like I think my mom told me, she was like, if you're angry, because I used to get angry at my sister and my brother a lot, so it was like, she said, if you're angry, then, you know, like, write down your feelings, but obviously don't show anybody, because that could hurt their feelings. So, but I can show this to my sister now, because we're older now, you know. She's not that stupid, but she is, why am I wearing this hat? She is pretty stupid. Don't tell her that I said that, but it's fine if you tell her. Then I realized she meant that there was just one that I missed, and that she could spot it from a distance. So I was like, I realized, I get that. She just misused the phrase. It's alright, it's fine. So there's one poop that's really far away. She's like, I can see it as far as the eye can see. I'm like, you know, as far as the eye can see, I don't know, that seems like a little bit of a stretch. Next, I asked her where, like, where's the poop? Because we were doing poop pickup that day, because my dog goes outside and poops. This is a story about poop. Yeah, so we just, you know, like, yeah. So we had to do it together, and we didn't get along. She points toward the shed, so that's like in the back of my old house. I start to walk that way. She keeps motioning for me to keep going. So my house, there's my house, and then behind my house is a shed, and then there's a bridge that goes over a river, and then there's big woods. She keeps motioning for me to keep going. Finally, I say, here? And then she says, my eye can see up to the stone wall. There's like a stone wall in the way, way, way back of the forest. So she's like, there's a poop all the way over by the stone wall. I don't know why she's British and talking like this, but like, what are you talking about? Why would there be a poop back there? You see, there is a forest behind my house, and there is a stone wall. My first thoughts were, I can see farther than the stone wall, number one, so that's really not as far as the eye can see. I'm thinking of so many different ways to be like, what are you talking about? Why the frig would you tell your brother to go pick up a piece of crap that's in the woods, make him run back and put it in a bucket, and then throw it back into the woods, because that's what we did with the poop. We threw it in the woods. It's like fertilizer. So like, why would you want to throw it? Why would you throw it back in the woods if it's already all the way out in the woods? Reese, my dog, doesn't go in the woods. She doesn't go in the woods, and when she does, she doesn't go that far. So she didn't poop there. There's no way there could be a poop there. And finally, you can spot a piece of crap from 200 feet away? I literally wrote that. Like with a question mark, and I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Day 2, guys. Hannah, again? Something else just happened about an hour ago. I put back my seat during the ride, and I laid down. I wrapped my hands around the back of my chair head, so like in the car, like recliner like that, so around the head of the chair. I barely tapped Hannah's head with my knuckle. She told me to stop in her stupid whiny voice. her stupid whiny voice. So, stop! I realize that I can now feel her head and her thick skull against my hands. I leave it for a while. Wiggle my hands to get her mad. It literally says, wiggle my hands to get her mad. Finally, I turn around. I see her sitting with her head forward, pushing on my hands. I take my hand away to change the song. I was listening to music on my phone. I put them back. I tap her head again. She says, Ryan, get your hands out of my face. And I said, you put your face in my hands. The dialogue here. You put your face in my hands. Why was I so mad about this stuff? But like, if you're like this, and somebody's just like, ugh, and why is she mad? I'm trying to vouch for my 12-year-old self. Okay, this one's about my mom, still on day 2. Mom, so ignorant. She yelled at me for stepping on something that was on the floor in the car. Is this like the time you didn't want the welcome mat to get dirty? Day 3. Today, I'm going to write a story about my life. Not much crap happened today. It's not finished, but I still have more life to live. I was such a poet. Once upon a time, and then it's crossed out with a line through it. So I know that my future self can read it and still know what I was trying to say once upon a time. So there was once a farmer named Ryan, or Rai Swag Money. But no one calls him that. His dream was to be oh my gosh, dude. Okay, alright, so this must have been 7th grade. I gotta give you guys some backstory on this one. There was this girl, alright, she moved from, I forget where she moved from. She moved from a couple towns over, and she went to, like a Catholic school or a Christian school. And I'm Christian, I'm religious. Yeah, I think it was a Christian school. I'm religious, so I was like, hey, we'd probably be a good couple. And I remember being so in love with her. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't think I was in love with her, obviously, because we never really talked. But I was as in love with the person that you could be without actually being in love with that person. I was infatuated with her. His dream was to become betrothed to the beautiful princess, and I'm not gonna say her name because it's a little messed up. However, he had not the guts to talk to her. When she got swarmed by angry bees and taken to the evil queen bee, and then there's evil queen bee, somebody's name, comma, he had not said 2 words to her. So I'm talking about myself. He had not said 2 words to her. So I hadn't talked to her at all before somebody else started talking to her. He wanted her back, however. He was a coward, had an odd sense of humor, and his only friends were the farm animals. I am such a loser! I wrote that about myself. A man with wings came to the farm one day. Ryan called him a wingman. And when Ryan asked his name, he said one of my friend's names. My friend and I both liked her. Pretty much everybody liked her because she was so pretty. So the one guy asked her out. If I remember this correctly, he asked her out. She rejected him. She didn't say yes. We all knew that he liked her, I think, before he actually asked her out. He was one of the coolest kids in school, so we all thought that she would have said yes. Me and my friend, who I will not say his name, we had a bet, or not a bet, I don't know, but we kind of were just playing around, seeing which one of us could go out with her first, which one of us could get her, win her over, or whatever, which neither of us ended up doing. The person who I'm talking about, my friend, he actually ends up, hating her, I think. So there's that, and he was supposed to be my wingman, I think, after, he started, not really liking her that much. Now, we got day 4. So it says, the person's name, my friend who we had a bet with, Dash. He's a backstabber. Crossed out with 1 line so I can see it. I feel like I knew that I was going to read this later. Crossed out. He's a backstabber. Crossed out. JK. So I was mad at him, but then I was like, he's really a good friend. He's a good friend for sure, because he was definitely defending me at lunch, so apparently something happened. Despite that, he blabbed about my biggest secret ever that I like, crossed out with one line underneath love the girl. I don't know why, as in I don't know why he said that. I will find out soon. Okay, just the sentence after, okay, just talk to Jaden, and I was just a mistake, but I think I meant to say it was just a mistake. And then I wrote, therefore, and then a bunch of scribbly lines. It's very weird. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So those are my embarrassing letters from when I was 13, 12. Yeah, I think it was 12. I'm pretty sure. 7th grade? Yeah, I was 12. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I do videos like this all the time. But, for now, guys, I will see you on the voyage.